because we record these classes.
Mm-hmm.
And so as I start that, it's often a little box jumps on your screen. You got to click something to get it out of there. And then I'm going to mute. And we'll get going. So we always start these classes scooting to the front edge of your chair that you're sitting in. Attend to your posture. Head above the shoulders, above the hips. Hands resting on your thighs, elbows relaxed. We've got our upright posture. And then we work on breathing first. Breathing is one of the most powerful ways to change what's going on through the body. So bring the breath in through the nose, out through the nose or the mouth, in through the nose, out through the nose or the mouth. Feel the movement of your torso with breathing. We want to use that to loosen up wherever we're stuck in our torso. Let's just take 5 or 6 more breaths, just like that. Let the body soften and release as much as you can without losing your upright quality through your body. Now we do our first set of movements to help improve not only posture, but also the mechanics of movement that we use for everyday activity. Slide your hands back, elbows back, shoulder blades back. Chest up, chin up, arch your body, arch your back. And then slide your hands forward past your knees. Notice my arms are straight. So I basically lock the elbows. Shoulder blades come around the side of the body. Hollow your chest. Drop your head. We're going to repeat that movement a couple of times. Slide the hands back, elbows back, shoulder blades back, chest up, chin way up, look up. And then it's complementary opposite. Slide your hands forward past your knees, hollow your chest, drop your head. And again, slide elbows back, hands back, arch the body. And then again, slide hands forward, hollow the chest, drop your head. One more. And then we settle back to the upright seat, neutral. Rotation, slide your left hand forward, right hand and elbow back, turn your shoulders, turn your head to the right. Back to center. And then right hand forward, left hand and elbow back, turn your shoulders to the left, and then turn your head, and then back to center. Let's do that twice more each way. Left hand forward, right hand and elbow back, turn. Back to center. Right hand forward, left hand and elbow back, turn to the left. Center. One more each way. And we're back to the middle. Now arms hang alongside you. Let's just get the coronal plane or sagittal plane. Shift your weight to your right buttock. Lean to the right a little bit. Lift your left wrist and left foot a little. So you're teetering to the right. And then come back to middle. Left arm down, right wrist up, right foot up, lean. Let's come back to middle. Lean to the right. Middle. Lean left. One more each way. Lean. Lean. Now we're back to middle. Just to loosen up a very important area of the body, the shoulder, chest, upper back. We take the shoulders forward and up. And then we squeeze them back and down and settle. So make sure you let your arms hang loose. The shoulders go forward, up, back, down, and let them rest in neutral. A little closer so you can see shoulder blades. They spread apart, lift, squeeze together, slide down, neutral. When that happens, the arms and shoulders go forward, up, back, down, neutral. Now reverse. Go back, up, forward, down, neutral. 3 more like that. Back, up, forward, down, neutral. Back, up, forward, down, neutral. One more time. Back, up, forward, down, neutral. Okay, now scoot to the back of your chair a little bit, or scoot back on your chair a little bit. Right leg, bring the knee up, take your hands, grab the knee a little bit, and pull the knee up towards the chest. Have the foot lightly flexed. Now open the hands and extend through the foot and leg all the way, like you're pushing something away from you. And then bring it up and into that loaded position, and then set the foot on the ground. Other leg. Lift the knee. Use the hands to draw up and in. Flex the foot and push. Reload. Down. Again, load. Push. Load. Down. And load. Push. Load. And you're down. Now, right foot and ankle. Extend your right leg. Excuse me. Point your foot. Flex your foot. Point. Flex. Point. Flex. Point. Flex. Now tilt your foot a little in, out, in, out, in, out. Now circles, in, point, out, flex, in, point, out, flex, circle. Reverse that circle, out, point, in, flex, circle. Switch feet. Start with point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. And then tilt the foot a little in, out, in, out, in, out, in. Circles, in, point, out, flex. And reverse, out, point, in, flex. All right, and foot down. Now, once again, scoot to this front edge of your chair. We got to do one more really important movement of the legs, where the legs meet the hips. So step your feet wider apart than hip distance. Lift your toes a little bit. Turn your toes and knees in. So you see this weird shape that I'm making? Internal rotation at the hips. Then lift your toes, turn your toes and knees out. external rotation. And then lift the toes, turn the toes and knees in, internal, and external, internal. We need full range of motion. External, internal, external, and back to neutral. Now, that place we were just moving our legs from, now the legs don't move, the hips fold. So fold all the way forward, opening up that lower back and all the way down through the buttocks and sacrum. And then sit back upright. And from the hips, tip back a little. And then sit upright. Fold forward. Sit upright. Tip back. Sit upright. Fold. Upright. Tip back. Once more. Tip back. So ideally we've loosened up this stuck quality that's often there in the hips, lower back, middle pivot region. Now hang your arms loose, slide your feet back a little bit. Now watch me do this once. Notice when I go to stand up, I don't just try to launch myself up. First thing I do is go forward. That gets my middle above my feet. And then push through the earth. And now you can stand all the way tall, all the way up through the crown of the head. As long as you keep your awareness down through your feet. And then when we sit, hip hinge. So notice I didn't bend my knees. Then fold deeply at the hips till the buttocks get to the chair. Then you can commit back to your chair. So let's all do that a few times. So we start by being relaxed and loose. Fold. The weight, we go forward so the body weight can get down to the ground. And when you come up, try to limit the amount that you grab on with your body. Try to relax. That's another very Tai Chi concept. That relaxation makes us more mobile and agile and more grounded. So tension in the body just impedes the movements and makes us less grounded. Go ahead, fold forward and rise up. And then fold, sink. And now we fold and rise all the way up to standing and stay there for just a moment. Sorry, I gotta make sure everyone's muted. Okay. Now a few times the Tai Chi squat, which is relaxed body, right? You see how loose I am, just fold and sink. Maybe you can get to here, maybe to here, maybe to here, maybe to here. Sink down, dangling loose, and then just push through the earth and rise all the way up to stand. We're going to do that a couple of times. Hip hinge, sink, and rise. Twice more. Hip hinge, sink, and rise. Last one, hip hinge, sink, and rise. Now stay vertical. Move over closer to your right side chair, and then come stand behind the chair, facing the chair. We're going to use the fingertips on the chair to keep you safe. and rock a little bit or tip a little bit. You see how I'm tipping my body somewhat forward? My weight is going down through the balls of my feet. Now go back to the middle of the feet. Then go back to your heels. Tip a little bit back. Down and go forward into your toes. And then back into your heel. Try to find that ability to just move from your middle, tip forward, back. Again, this really helps with our balance and our knowing of where our center is. Now go into your toes. Lift your heels up really high. Use the chair for safety and also to help you get that full range. Lower the heels down. Rock back into your heels. Use the chair for safety. Hold the chair and pull the toes up. And then down. Use the chair for assistance as you go into your toes. Lift your heels. Down. Rock back and lift your toe. Down. One more. Each direction. Now, really important move, downward dog from yoga. We use our hands on the back of the chair. So place your hands there. Walk backwards. And then from that exact same junction where the legs plug into the hips, watch here if you need to. See where I'm hip hinging, right? I'm folding right at that hip crease to stretch the legs, the buttocks, the back, and the shoulders. Lift your chest a little bit, bring your hips forward a little bit so you come out of the position for just a small moment, and then hip hinge. Twice more. Chest up, hips come forward, so you let the pressure off for a moment, and then go back in. One more. Chest up, hips come forward a little bit, and then hold. All right, chest up, hips a little forward, walk all the way forward. Get your body vertically aligned. Turn and face forward. Step back a little bit from the chair. So the chair is in front of you and off to the right. So the chair's there, and this is our playground. This is our training ground right here. First exercise, hang your arms loose. From your middle, change your weight over to your left, and then over to your right. Left, right. And so what's important here is that you move from here in the middle. So you notice when I move over here from my middle, my head, my shoulders, everything goes along appropriately. I don't lean it over. I don't do anything extra. So that's a Tai Chi concept, is when we move from the right middle, we can control all the different movements of the body with ease. So now, change your weight into your right leg, stay in your right leg, and just see if you can get so empty with your left foot that you can slide it a little forward, slide it a little back, slide a little forward, a little back. I'll turn sideways so you can see. Slide, slide. So I'm empty. This area is where I'm moving from. My leg is relaxed because this is so full. Notice, can you turn the leg external? Internal. External. And if you do it right, you're able to move this leg through different ranges and it doesn't disturb your equilibrium in your body. Can you slide it out? Slide it in. No body. Now we switch, do that on the other side. So change all your weight into that leg that was previously empty. Excuse me. And now we slide this foot forward a little bit, back a little bit. So really just challenge yourself. Just see what you can do. Forward, back, forward, back, turning external, internal, external, internal. How about sideways, out? So we're trying to free up this mechanism. Now switch back to your weight in your right leg again. Now your left foot empty, right? Lift the heel and get to the tippy toe. Put that heel down, switch. So put all the way through your left leg so that you can get to the tippy toe of your right foot. Put that foot down and switch again. Weight down through your right leg, get to the tippy toe of the left foot. Down, switch, change the weight, tippy toe, down. Next challenge, hand on the chair, go to your tippy toe and disconnect the foot from the floor a little bit. Put the whole foot down and switch. All the way to your left leg, get to the tippy toe, disconnect. Foot down, switch. Tippy toe, lift, down, switch. Really important here is that the lift and the putting down of the foot, this leg stays empty. And then we change the weight. Tippy toe, lift, put it down, still empty. Change. Now, hand on chair if you're not, so that you can go full range. Go knee all the way up, foot all the way down. We're going to repeat on that same leg. Again, lift, down. So this leg has all the weight, sturdy. This one is empty. When it's empty, it has the properties of levity and mobility and agility and swiftness. You have to empty it first. That's the Tai Chi concept. Then it can lift. Let's switch. Now fill that right leg. So your left leg is the empty leg. Lift that knee up. Get it as high as you can. And then soften that leg long back down to the ground. We're going to repeat. Same leg. Lift. Down. Lift. Down. Lift. Now we're going to switch each time. Last challenge. Change the weight to the left. Lift the right leg. Put the leg down while it's empty. And then change the weight to the right leg. Lift the left. Place it down empty. Change the body weight from your middle pivot. Right leg for you to lift. Change. Lift. Lower. Change. One more. Lift, lower, change. All right, so that ends the stationary section, right? So we just broke that into 5, 6 exercises, right? Now, make sure you're a little bit further back from your chair. Put all your weight in your left leg and put your right foot in front, heel touching. Now, the saying in Tai Chi is the primary direction is down. So as I go down through this foot that's in front, my body is moved forward, but I'm not pitching forward or leaning forward. In fact, you want to do nothing. You want to just keep your upright Tai Chi posture. And then go down through the foot and leg that's behind you. That moves you back. Down through the foot that's in front of you. That moves you forward. Down through the foot behind you, moves you back. Feel free to have your hand on your chair the whole time, right, as you're getting the balance. So you have to relax. You have to let go of that tension that's in the body. That makes us clumsy. Relax. That helps you find the earth, find the ground. Now, keep your fingers on the chair. Second exercise. So right hand on the chair. Lift your right leg. lower your right leg, and shift. Now get to the tippy toe of your back foot. This foot should be empty. Bend the knee, pick that foot up off the ground, put the toe back on the ground, shift. The weight going down through this leg will free this leg to have some levity. The weight going down through this leg frees this leg to have that levity, that freedom. Let's do that twice more. Shift, wait long enough for this leg to actually take the weight. Then this one can be free. Chain. Wait for it. And lift. One more. Lift. Shift. And then we just take that to another challenge level. Put all the weight in your back leg and do this full lift. Lower the heel. Shift. Then bring this back knee forward and up. Bring the toe behind you. Shift. With the weight down through this leg, staying down through this leg, you can lift and lower. And then the same thing, you got to make sure you get the down handled. And then that back leg could lift and reach, all floating. Let's do one more. Hand on the chair for assistance to help you really challenge your edge. Same set of exercises in the opposite setup. So come over to your left side chair. Put all the weight in your right leg. Put your left foot in front. The level 1 challenge where we just change the weight. Change the weight. This little rock. What's really important too is that our posture isn't like this. So as best you can, like we did when we sat in the chair at the beginning, get that crown long and tall, upright body. Keep that as you shift and shift. I think a big part of it is this fear of falling has people kind of like this. There's just a habitual response that you're kind of preparing for the fall, but that throws off all your alignment. That's why it's great to practice with a chair, so you know you can save yourself, but you can practice the right position. Now, stay in your back leg, hand on the chair so you can lift. Lower the heel to the ground out in front of you. Shift. Once your weight's in your left leg, be able to bend that right knee. Pick up that right foot. Toe down. Shift. And then lift, lower, shift. So the more you do this class, the more you do these practices, you can take this exercise and start to do it with no hands. But again, always keep yourself safe. Right, that's level 2. And then we go level 3, the weight in the back leg. Use the chair for this one so that you can fully lift. Lower the heel empty. Shift. And then bring that back knee forward and up. Reach the toe behind you, all without coming out of this leg yet, and then shift. Lift, lower, shift. And someday you can do this one with no hands, but be very careful. But on that day, when you can start to do this, where you can keep your upright, you stay relaxed, and you can lift and lower, you're really starting to break through to that place of your middle, your separate yin and yang, empty and full. And back. Switch sides back to the first side. First exercise again. Put all your weight in the left leg, right foot in front. Now, we'll take it one step further, no pun intended. Shift. Once that back foot's empty, step it. And then shift. Now we go shift. Wait until this is actually empty, then step it. Notice how my toe is empty. And then shift. Shift. Step. Shift. and then back. Shift, step, shift. Forward, shift, wait for it, step it while it's empty, shift. And then back, shift, wait for it, step, and then shift. Level 2, using the chair where necessary. Lift, lower, shift. Now this back foot, pick it up and step it over something. Set it down in front, shift. And then bend that knee, touch the toe, and we go backwards, shift. This leg floats up, tuck, reach, shift. All the weight down through this leg allows this lift and lower. All the weight getting down through this leg allows you to safely pick this foot up. Shift. The weight down allows this. Shift. Up. Tuck. Reach. Shift. And then third level challenge. Lift. Lower. Shift. Now we go heel, knee, foot, down, shift, knee forward and up, and then reach the toe back, shift. Now up, tuck, reach, shift. Let's do that twice more. Again, someday, especially you practice really attentively to the principles that I'm talking about, you'll be able to do this no hands because you'll be relaxed, aligned, and correctly piloting your vehicle from your middle, separating empty and full. So it's the emptiness here that makes it movable, but it's the fullness here that makes that empty. And it's the fullness here that makes this empty. And it's the down that gives me the potential for up. And then it's the down gives me the up. The down. So that's what people forget. That the primary thing you do is down. It's a skill. And it has to be done with relaxation and softness. Switch sides. Put all your weight in your right leg. Empty your left foot, put it in front, heel touching. Now we go shift, step, shift. Then we go back, shift, step with no weight, shift. Shift, move me forward. When I step, I don't move forward with the foot. I just put the foot there, and then when I shift, that's when the body moves forward again. Same thing, you move, you are moved when you change the weight to the new leg. Not when you step it, but when you change your weight to it. That's where the body gets pulled or drawn into position. Again, shift, step, shift. Shift, step, shift. Level 2, use the chair. Lift, lower, shift. Now this back foot, test whether it's really empty. Step over. Shift into that leg, test whether it's empty. Can you flamingo? Shift. Commit to one so the other is free. And then commit to that one so the other is free. So they have to completely change their properties, their state. Mountain, cloud. And then what was just a cloud has to become the mountain, and the other has to be the cloud. And then they got to be able to change right back, mountain and cloud. And the cloud can move, and then the cloud becomes a mountain. Let's go level 3. And that same infrastructure of mountain and cloud, if you really have this a cloud, then it can do all kinds of things, lift and lower. And then you change and you get that cloud to really become the mountain, and the mountain becomes the cloud. And now that cloud can fully move. And then this mountain, cloud comes up, back. And so that's where the steadiness comes from that I can do this with. It's from soft looseness, alignment, and then awareness of yin and yang, empty and full, down and up. All right. Now, if you have your chair set up like I talked about at the beginning, you're good to go. Move over to the left side of your space and turn. So what we've created here is a long runway to practice what we were just doing. So again, if you were here, now come all the way over here to the farthest left of your space and turn down range. So now you've got a long runway, and you've got your chairs next to you so that if you need to use them for balance, you can. Now let's do level 1 walking. Put all your weight in your right leg. Your left foot is empty. So this is the cloud foot. You put it out in front. And then shift into it. Now that's the mountain, and this back foot's the cloud. Just step your cloud foot forward. And then change. Now it's mountain, cloud. Change. Step. Change. Step. Change. When you reach the end of your runway, backwards. Be very careful. If you get it, if you do the thing I'm saying, if you put the weight down through one so the other is empty, and you step without putting weight in, that's the mistake a lot of people make, is when the foot goes back, they try to move the weight back, and that's basically falling, but you're catching yourself with your foot. You're falling into the foot. Instead of, you see how when I do this, I didn't fall, and then I change the weight underground. Now it's through this leg, and my body is moved backwards. And again, I don't fall back. I step and then shift. Step, shift. Step, shift. Let's just do that again. Stages of practice. Slowing down so you can parse out the events. Shift without stepping, step without shifting, shift without stepping, step without shifting. Eventually, you can just flow that, but in the beginning, you just slow it down enough so you can break it apart and go, okay, I'm there, and I'm stepping, and then I'm there, stepping. Do that going backwards, down, step, down, step without shifting, and then down, down, step, down. Now continue with that phase of practice, or see if you can just flow, flow. Just walk. But keep saying in your mind, down, 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 down. Because the moment you lose down, you're losing your root, and then you could topple. But if you just focus on down, 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 make sure you get your down right. And do it while being relaxed. Not sloppy, not out of control, but relaxed. And this is all still level 1 of this particular exercise. But what you'll notice is those of you starting to feel better, you can start taking bigger strides. So notice how I just got across the room in 3 steps, but I'm still doing the same thing. I didn't go faster. I didn't work harder. I used the looseness, right? When things are loose, they can separate. It's like this. The legs are doing this. They're loose, right? It's this loose quality. Loose, loose. So the coolest part of Tai Chi is that what you're doing is using suppleness, softness, pliability to be very athletic, very effective in movement. So just keep working at the principles and they start to yield benefits and results. All righty, now turn and face forward. Put all your weight and make sure you're on the left side of your space again. Put all your weight in your left leg and let's go right foot out, in, Keep doing that. So the goal is 100%, 0% weight. Now put that right foot out, keep it there. The weight goes down, your body is moved sideways. The weight goes down, your body is moved sideways. Down, you're moved sideways. You don't have to lean, right? You notice I'm not leaning. My body is being brought sideways in space by these legs. They talk about legs being like an accordion, right? So when I'm here, that's like the accordion being compressed. This is like the accordion being lengthened. And now this accordion compresses, this one lengthens. Right? Now stay in your right leg, bring your left foot in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, and in. Now keep this leg in, touch your feet together if you can. Now change the weight. So my weight is now here, so this foot is free, and then change. So this foot is free. Change. So this foot is free. Down. So this foot is free. Down. Now put it all together. Step. Shift. The weight here allows this left foot to step in. Put the weight down through it. Step. Shift. Step in, shift. Step out, so we are moving to the right. Step in, shift. Step out, shift. Now, left foot, bring it in, out, shift. Bring that empty foot in, shift, empty foot out, shift, empty foot in, all organized around the middle. The middle, down to one side, down to the other side, down, down. So we're relaxed, we're loose. Now this is the one I teach intermediate Tai Chi. This stepping move is where we begin that. So let's do that together. So start with your feet about hip distance. Remember, we've got change the weight, change the weight. Change the weight to your right, turn a little bit from your middle, and sweep your hands across. So take your hands across to the right side of your body. Keep them over there. Now shift to your left leg, turn from your middle, and brush and sweep the hands across to the right side. Turn your hands and shift, turn the body, sweep. Now, bring your left foot in. Change the weight to the left leg, turn the body, brush and sweep. Step your empty right foot out. Shift, turn, brush, sweep. The weight should be in your right leg now, so your left foot steps in. Change the weight to your left leg, turn, brush, sweep. Right foot empty, step it out. Big step. shift, turn, brush, sweep. Get all the way across with the hands. Step in. Shift, turn, brush, sweep. Big step out. Shift, turn, brush, sweep. Big step in. Shift, turn, brush, sweep. Step out. We switch directions. Left foot in, out, shift, turn, brush, sweep, step in, shift, turn, brush, sweep, step out. Shift, turn, brush, sweep, step in, shift, turn, brush, sweep, step out. Shift, turn, brush, sweep, step in, shift, turn, brush, sweep, step out. Shift, turn, brush, sweep, step, shift, turn. So eventually we take it out of its sort of robotic form, and then it has flow. Let's do that same thing again. Shift, turn, brush, sweep, step in, shift, turn, brush, sweep, step out, shift. So those of you that have been doing it a little while, start to add that schwinn, that flow, that looseness, that sort of artistry to the movement. So we're coordinating these changes. Left to right, right to left, empty to full, full to empty, turning, turning, and then the arms doing their complementary asymmetrical movements. Shift, turn, brush, sweep, step in, shift, turn, brush, sweep, step out, shift. So eventually you want it to be seamless. So it basically never has a stuck point. And you're moving along, moving along. And then settle. Come stand at the middle of the chairs. Put all your weight in your left leg, right foot empty. Turn the leg out. And then turn the hips and shoulders to the right. So turn the body open to the right and then back to neutral. Now, when you turn your leg in, add to that, turn the hips and shoulders to the left. So you're now closing. So at the hips, there's this closing, opening, right? So just see me do that a couple of times facing you. So I'm closed. This leg is basically doesn't change. Everything else changes. So open, right? My body is open, my hips are open, my foot is now facing that way, and then back to neutral, and then close, right? It's the leg, but it's also the hips, and it's also the shoulders, right? So let's do that together. Open, close, open, close, open, close. Neutral. Put all the weight through your right leg. Open to the left, close to the right. Open, close, open, close. One more. Open, close. Neutral. Now, practical usage of that. Open. Shift your weight down through that right leg. Bring your left foot to match. Now we're quarter turn to the right. Do it again. Empty your right leg. Open. and then shift. So now you should be facing away from the camera if you did it right. So again, right leg is the turning leg. Open, shift into the right leg. Do it again. Open, shift into the right leg. Turn, turning away from the camera. You should be turning away from the camera. Open. So the right leg turns out, and then shift into the right leg and bring the left leg around to match it. Once again, turn the right leg open, and then shift into the right leg together. Let's do that one more time. Open, the weight goes through the right leg, bring the left foot to match. Put the weight in the left leg, turn open, shift into the right leg, turn to match. Again, all the weight in the left leg so that you can turn the right leg open, and then put all the weight in the right leg so you can bring the left foot to match. Weight through the left, turn right leg open, and together. Same exercise in the other direction. Left leg open, put the weight in it, bring the right foot to match. Once again, left leg turn open, weight down through the left leg, right foot to match. Weight through the right leg so your left foot can open, and then weight through the left leg, bring your right foot to match. Weight through the right leg, left foot empty, you can open. Twice around, once more to your left. Open, shift. Together. And open, shift. Together. And open, shift. Together. One more. Now, a little weirder. Instead of right leg open, right leg close, and then bring the left foot to match. So now I've quarter turned to the left. Once again, right leg close, that pinch close, shift into the right leg and bring yourself to neutral. Again, empty the right leg, turn it in slightly, pigeon toe, and then shift into that leg and bring your left foot to match it. Again, pigeon toe, and match. Go around again. So the right leg is empty, therefore it's the foot that can change its position. And then it becomes the stable leg so the left foot can match. Put the weight in the left leg, right foot is the empty foot, it can pigeon toe. And then shift. Two more. Pigeon toe. Neutral. Pigeon toe. Neutral. Now we go the other way. Left foot pigeon toe. Neutral. Left foot pigeon toe. Neutral. It's the left foot that turns in. And by foot, I really mean leg. It's your whole leg bone, the foot included, that have to internally rotate. And then reorient. Go around once more. All right, final challenge with this exercise. We go right foot turn out, put the weight through the right foot and turn the left foot in. And so in 2 foot moves, you could be able to turn 180 degrees. And then again, 1 turn out, shift, then this leg and your whole body turn in, shift, and you're back to facing forward. Let's do that again. Turn out, shift, turn left foot in, shift, turn right foot out, shift, turn left foot in, shift. Third time around, right foot out, shift, keep your crown dangling from the thread. Crown dangling from the thread, body soft. Let's go the other way. left foot turn out, weight goes down through the left, turn the right foot in, weight down through the right so that I can open, and then weight down through the left, I can close. Weight down through the right so I open, weight down through the left, close. Your left foot turning open, change the weight, close. One more time around, open, shift, turn in, shift, turn out. That's this turn out, that. Man. Final little thing here. So standing between your two chairs, come over to the left, to your right side chair. Put all your weight in your right leg, your left leg empty, turn it external, lift it like so, lift the toes a little bit off the ground and close, and then land that foot on the ground. Open. Lift to the tippy toe, lift a little, close. So we're doing out to in spirals for this hip, for your left hip. You can keep them small, go medium, go large, right? So small would be down here, medium a little bit larger. You could go to full lift, bring them in, down. Turn open, lift, close, down. Open, lift, close, down. Right? Use your chair so you can keep your posture, keep your weight here. This is empty. And side step, shift. Now we're over here. Turn your right leg external, tippy toe, lift a little bit, close, set the foot and leg all the way down. Externally rotate, lift, medium or large or small, whatever size is appropriate for your hip. External rotation, lift, internal rotation, lower. External rotation, lift, internal rotation, lower. External lift, internal lower, couple more. Someday again, you might be able to do this no hands, and there's additional challenges for this posture as well. Side step. Come over to your other side. Now, instead of external, turn on the ball of the foot, internal. Bring this knee across, open, set the foot down in external rotation, and then turn on the ball of the foot. Cross, lift, open, down. Turn on the ball of the foot. Internal to external, right? So we're going internal rotation, then external rotation, and then internal lift, external lower. Two more. Switch sides, side step, shift, in on the chair, turn on the ball of the foot, cross. Remember, small, medium, or large. But the point is that you get all the components, which is while the leg is straightish, internally rotate. When you lift it, external. Internal, cross, and lift, external. Internal, external. Internal, external. Three more. Hands together, rub your palms. Rub the back of one hand. Palms. Back of other hand. Palms. And then groin. Called the quad, hip space. Hip flexors. Tail. Lower back. And then remember our Tai Chi squat, where we went hips back and we sat the buttocks a little. Sweep the hands down the outside of the legs, around the feet to the inside of the legs, come up the inside of the legs, past the groin to your belly button, and then do that again. Groin, hip flexors, tail, lumbar, lower back. And then as you stick the butt back and sit, sweep the hands down the outside of the legs, around to the inside, up the inside, all the way past the groin to the navel. One more time. Groin, hip flexors, tail, lower back, sweep, back up. And then the final gesture, up the outer arm over the shoulder, turn that arm palm up, sweep down and off. You repeat on the same arm. Up the outer over the shoulder, turn, sweep. Up the outer, same arm, same arm. So we do 5 on the same arm before switching. Now switch. Shogun or closing gesture. Settle hands to the belly. Seal the practice. Place this hand over the navel. Thank you, everybody. Great job. So make sure you know where your chair is when you go to sit down. And if you have any questions or thoughts, feel free to unmute. Anything?
Thank you.
Yeah, just confirming that the standing leg always has a little flex in it.
A little softness that allows like a spring. Think of it like a spring, not a flex, but like when you sit on a bed spring, how a bed spring takes the weight a little bit. It doesn't push back against it. It takes the weight, but it stores that energy, right? A spring stores that so that it could launch it. So that's what our legs are. Every time you shift into your leg, you want to feel this storing, right? So yes, that is correct, Lana. Anything else? Karen? Gerald? Mary?
No.
Nothing?
The only thing I would say is that I stopped going to this class at a certain point, partly because I had other stuff I needed to do.
Sure.
It's fun to come back and find it challenging.
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh yeah. It's the foundational stuff, but it's also there's a lot going on.
yeah.
Good. Take care, everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.